Initial thoughts. First home win against New England since 1987. There was a picture of Joe Judge standing at the 50-yard line, and I'm mad that I did not upload it to the stream. I can try to do it now, but
wait, I didn't see it though. I want to see it.
I'm going to try to upload it here to my computer so that we could watch it. But what was your reaction to winning this on day? So to beat Belichick?
Yeah, I mean, I was pretty excited. I knew that this was a game that we could win because of how poorly the show me. I want to see it. Was this after the game or before the game?
Before the game, when the special teams players were out there.
He's just chilling. Special teams.
By the way, he's pretty close with Daboll. Did not know that. Him and Daboll are pretty good buddies. So there you go. That's our Joe Judge of the evening.
But yeah, I was excited to see the energy going through this game. Like I said, we've been talking about Tommy DeVito bringing it back up into, this team, kind of breathing some life into it in terms of just like having fun and confidence and things like that. Obviously, it was very helpful that their quarterback situation in New England is absolute garbage. The fact that Mac Jones has been benched like I think almost every week for the past like 3 or 4 weeks. Like it's really bad. It's really, really, really bad. And it felt good to like not be the worst team. It felt really good to like be watching a game where like we didn't look as bad as the other team. Like we looked like a pretty good football team, and like I said, the defense has just been doing their job. Like every single time we switch the ball and the defense is on the field, I'm still equally as excited to see them on the field as I am for the offense, because like I know that our defense can score points. I know that our defense can get the stops. So especially going up against a very vulnerable team like the Patriots, I was kind of enjoying myself for once. It was like I just spent the last 2 weekends seeing the Giants win. Now I have a bye. It's like almost a whole month of like not freaking out over the Giants. It's like my stress levels are lowering somehow. I didn't even realize that was possible.
Yeah, and Jabril Peppers recovered a fumble in this game too. I knew DeVito struggled early. He didn't have the cleanest game. He did lose a fumble on that jet sweep attempt to Wandale, but there's just so much riding with this game. DeVito had over 100 people in attendance. He's now only one of 9 quarterbacks since the merger to have thrown 6 or more touchdown passes in his first 3 starts in their first NFL season. He's the 3rd undrafted free agent QB to do this. The other 2 UDFA QBs, Sam, Case Keenum and Todd Bowman.
Huh. Pretty interesting. I saw, where did it go? I think I saw it on Twitter. Highest passer rating among rookies this season with a minimum of 50 attempts. CJ Stroud is number 1 with 100.8, and Tommy DeVito is number 2 with 92.4.
Wow.
Among rookies. And then it's Will Levis and then Anthony Richardson. So like
Will Levis.
And that's in 3 games. 3 or 4 games? 3.
3 starts. Yep, because
3 starts, 4
Jets
games
game,
that he played in.
The Jets game, he threw 1 pass. So
he looked like it's nice to see.
It is. And look, if you're for tanking, I get it. We've had guests on the show in previous weeks who are for tanking. This is why you don't tank. Tommy DeVito has to put food on the table for himself and his family. Now, I get it. He lives in a good neighborhood in Jersey. Fine. I'm not trying to single out Tommy DeVito here, but this is the most relatable example. He earned himself a 3-year rookie contract the week that he got signed to the active roster. He did that well since the beginning of rookie minicamp, the offseason, when he was signed as a UDFA. There was a report that came out today, Sam. I don't know if you saw it. The Commanders wanted to sign him for more money.
I did.
And he turned it down to go to the Giants.
Which I love. I love that. Like, like these local players a lot of times that stick with like their hometown team. And, literally this man lives at home with his parents. Like it doesn't get any more local than that.
Yeah.
Um, I saw that with the Commanders and I was like, that's like a real Giants fan. Like he was like, I can't go to a division rival. I don't care how much money you're gonna pay me. I'm sticking with my hometown team. So I really appreciate that. And it just goes to show again, like that, energy and that like excitedness about a player on this team is not something that we've had these past couple of years.
Yes. And it's great to see somebody with a winning mentality as well. Another thing too, this defense is too good to be picking top 5 in the draft. This defense is really, really good. I mean, their 2 quarterbacks were incompetent on Sunday, particularly Mac Jones. I mean, the defense forced a bunch of turnovers. Bobby Okereke is the best defender on the team this year, an awesome free agent pickup by Joe Schoen. Another reason why he should be the GM for a long time, at least for the next 5+ years, in my opinion. Micah McFadden is a tough dude. This guy, I don't know. You saw the arm brace on him, Sam. That was gutsy. That was gutsy.
And then I saw him walking off the field at one point during that game too, and I was like, "Oh no, like is it really really bad?" And then like the next drive I saw him on the field and I was like, "Oh, okay." So you're right. Gutsy is the right word.
Pinnock, awesome under the radar guy. Jahad Ward remembered that he's an NFL player finally and showed up.
Hottie.
Thibodeau, Hottie had a game. 1.5 sacks, 5 tackles, 2 QB hits. How about Banks? Sam, you were texting me early on. Banks in coverage was elite. 3 catches for 29 yards allowed, had 1 pick on 7 targets.
Yeah.
He's been incredible.
He was definitely like early in the game. I was thinking that we might have him be our player of the week this week. He's definitely an honorable mention. But yeah, I was literally every time I saw Deontay Banks on the field, I was like, holy moly, he is having himself a game. And he's been having games for weeks now. So, and like we're a young team, there's a lot of rookies on this team. So to see this momentum of playing well and improving, apart from Evan Neal, every week, it's like very promising to see, like Jalen Hyatt doing well, Deontay Banks doing well. Like that's great to see because sophomore year, they're going to be doing even better, hopefully, you'd think. So I'm very excited for what's to come in these next couple of weeks.
And Eric Gray is back healthy, activated off IR, can see if he can do anything. Joe Schoen admitted that it was a mistake to put him back as punt returner, kick returner, whatever it was, but they made up for it. They got Gunnar Olszewski, who has been above average. I think he's not a home run hitter, but he's above average, and that's all you could ask. But back to the secondary. Secondary's been great all year. I know Adori's been in and out of the lineup, but Banks has stepped up. McKinney and Pinnock have been great. And our player of the week also falls in the secondary, Sam. This week, we went with X, and X is going to give it to you. Why did we pick McKinney, Sam?
So, Xavier McKinney, 10 tackles, 2 pass deflected, an interception, his first interception since 2021. So 2 years it's been since we've seen him intercept the ball. He's recorded 10 plus tackles each of the last 4 games. And the Patriots tight ends had 0 receptions, which is incredibly, incredibly great for us, figuring for years we couldn't figure out how to cover tight ends. So that included Hunter Henry and Mike Gesicki, 2 very good tight ends, and they're not just some schmucks. And in 2023, he's had 86 tackles, a forced fumble, I can't remember what FR stands for, but
recovery. Yep.
Recovery. I was going to say recovery. Anyway, an interception and 8 pass deflected. So pretty good to see him back in the mix again.
Yeah. Part of my code writing, folks. Sam, great job as always.
Normally, I'm very good with reading your codes, but the R threw me off.
Yeah, I also I also called Sarah Monica tonight earlier in the show. I don't so no, not in the show, pre-show. So I've been a little off today myself.
All right.
But to Sam's point, the real reason why I wanted to pick McKinney was not just because of the pick. Jasicki and Henry were held catchless, and they're both healthy. Those are the two leading weapons on New England's offense without Kendrick Bourne. I mean, when you have a bad quarterback or an underachieving quarterback, the best friend is the tight end. Because the
Right.
quarterback is incapable of getting the ball down the field, you look for your security blanket. Henry was nowhere to be found, thanks to Bobby O, but X was there. X was there too. I mean, their target share was normal. Henry had at least 4 or 5 targets, and then Jasicki had a couple. But I was really impressed with McKinney.